I think Twitch is having a little bit of a bug out here or there, guys, so careful if you're switching streams and stuff. Just be a little bit cautious. We have to the bottom right hand side our blue Protoss. Give it up for Storm Gaming's PiLiPiLi. Top left, our red Terran player. It is MaSa. See if he's going to play a little bit better than Keen just did, because Keen just got picked away at by very aggressive attacks here by PiLiPiLi. I wonder if MaSa was paying attention to what Pili was doing so that he's aware of just how aggressive our Protoss player is being here. I guess we'll find out over the next couple minutes just how this is going as we get set up for this game. Game number 1 of 2 that MaSa and PiLiPiLi will play against each other. It looks as though Twitch is kind of just dying at the moment. Everyone's kind of panicking, and yeah, for some reason it's not giving me any of the info I usually have on my screen. So, anyways, we'll worry about that later. Let's see this pylon coming down over the left-hand side. So pylon is dropping here already from PiLiPiLi. He is just one base, but no second gas just yet. So what's he actually going to build with this? Is it just going to be a Stargate? Is it going to be a second gateway? That could be a thing as well, couldn't it? Especially with only one gas, it becomes a lot more kind of likely. And there it is, 2 extra gates coming down. And so PiLiPiLi is just going to go all out for gateway-based aggression here in game number 1. So a couple of gates coming down over to the left-hand side. Well, at the same time, we do see now Pili is just going to go into kind of go for the little scout. Although, oh my god, the Reaper misses the probe by seconds. As he goes across the map, he's going to see a very late expansion that should immediately make MaSa be a little bit wary as to what's going on. Well, what does MaSa have to be careful of? I think especially he has to be careful of, say, for example, a building Hellions will not help him at all in this sort of scenario. Oh, MaSa didn't even scout. He came back to deal with the probe. He has no idea that PiLiPiLi is on one base right now, and that's a massive issue. 2 Stalkers are on the way out of these gateways as well, as we're going to be seeing. Maybe he gets a... is he really still going to go Hellions? Oh, I mean, he sees this pylon. I think he just doesn't realize that this is a real threat at the moment. MaSa has no idea that PiLiPiLi is going to be... PiLiPiLi is going to be attacking. MaSa has absolutely nothing right now. He's finally going to get across the map with the Reaper, but he's going to be in a lot of trouble. So, I mean, he does have the wall off, but, I mean, a couple of Hellions is literally all he has at the moment, and I guess he can start up a Cyclone soon. He starts up a Marauder immediately. He feels that a Cyclone would be something very important for him to start, and he does start up one of them at least. This Reaper feels as though, okay, there's an Adept here. I was going to say should be trying to pick away at pros, but I guess that obviously the Adept does shut that down. As you're going to see, these Stalkers continue to work their way through this depot. So depot will go down, and this will be a supply block for MaSa. He's prioritizing starting the second Cyclone, which I actually really don't mind here. Marauder comes forward as well. I mean, MaSa isn't dead right away from this, of course, but obviously it's not a pretty scenario to be playing in. I mean, the Cyclones will help a lot with this. The Cyclones will actually do a huge amount to help defend, because they put out so much damage. The Hellion against the Zealots is actually a pretty awesome little setup as well. Cyclones need to be careful they don't block each other, though. At least on one base. His Warp Gate is now going to finish up. He doesn't have too close of a pile. I mean, over here and slow warp-ins. Not going to be brilliant. Going to go Concussive Shells now as well. MaSa's just going to sit on this low ground, keep an eye for when PiLiPiLi does actually try to expand in this game. Another Marauder. He's actually going to pop the factory onto the tech lab. I like this. Going in towards the siege tank now as the barracks obviously will start to pump out some Marines. You can see the Stalkers coming up the ramp, but they don't last very long with the Concussive Shells. Oh my god, MaSa's actually killing a whole chunk of this with Concussive Shells. Didn't think Concussive Shells was going to be so important in this defense, but it does a lot. However, now the Cyclones are starting to go down as MaSa's fighting on the low ground. He's going to be losing out on his Marauders. Well, he still has 2 SCVs here repairing the Cyclone. The Stalkers are getting pushed away. Both players are taking losses at this stage. Now Adepts on the way up as well. The danger about Adepts is they can shade past this army and in towards a mineral line. Starport is building up as well as another barracks. Tank will siege, I think, in a fairly safe location. I wonder if he makes another tank or another Cyclone. I really kind of like the Cyclone in this scenario. And 2 Marines, a Hellion, and the Cyclone now will come in to fight those Adepts if they commit, and they will commit. SCVs will come in to help us around, and meanwhile the Stalkers will not want to go up the ramp of the tank there. This is only 3 workers killed so far, and it looks as though it's only going to be 3 workers killed at the end of this, which I don't think was worth the 4 entire adepts shading up here and committing in. A bit of a shame. 2 more stalkers currently building up, and blind hard counter says PiLiPiLi. MaSa, I think MaSa did literally everything he could. And number 2, to the bottom right hand side, our blue Terran player. Up 1-0, it is MaSa. To the upper left hand side from Cyestorm Gaming, PiLiPiLi. Hey Wardy, how's the rest of your birthday? Pretty good. We casted StarCraft all day, and then I went to sleep. So it's pretty awesome. I had, when I got home at 3 AM, there was leftover Chinese waiting for me. It was the dream. Nando's for dinner, Chinese for like 4 AM supper. Oh, it was banging. It was so good. So very good. Yeah, very good. My birthday was awesome. Lots of fun, awesome stream. We had a great time. Had a great time. Hopefully you guys had some fun yesterday as well with the games. We had a lot of StarCraft yesterday. As well, game number 2 is going to start with the proxied barracks against a 1-base PiLiPiLi. Already, of course, this will put us into some interesting positions. And I wonder what else MaSa may try and go for here. As this probe starts to come down the left, moves through the watchtower. And it's going to go all the way down to the bottom left-hand side. You get start to set up a factory also, I imagine. Get that going nice and quickly. So Palan's starting to come on in. He's actually going to proxy the factory as well. Well, this is dangerous, because obviously there's not going to be anything at home for MaSa to defend with. It's not going to be anything at home for MaSa to defend with here, as we have the reactor starts to build. The thing is, though, obviously MaSa will have a lot on the other side of the map. What actually hits sooner, MaSa's attack or PiLiPiLi's attack? This could be a scenario where they both kill all the workers of the other in such a way that actually MaSa's straight up fighting army will be better, because he's probably going to have cyclones. And this will be cyclones. He's going to have enough gas for 2 of them in a moment. And then he could send 1 cyclone back home. Like, as soon as he realizes there's a 1-base play, he could send 1 of his cyclones back home. And he might even do that very quickly when he realizes, like, right now, that there is no expansion. The thing is, as well, if he sees no expansion, he could start up an engineering bay and a missile turret right away, and so he doesn't necessarily need to send anything back home, and then he can focus on his attack. Did he take the gold, he asks as he comes in. He sees the second pylon just now building, which is very late. PiLi takes his opponent's gold behind this. So we'll again have 2 cyclones in just a moment. He just has no defense coming up against this Oracle, though. But we're seeing the Adept going across into the center. I mean, MaSa, this is the thing. MaSa's going to run in here, and he's going to be able to depower his pylons. He's going to be able to kill a lot of probes. This Oracle has limited energy, and there is already 2 more cyclones on the way out. Sparks is actually going to land up in the main. Warp Gate is now denied already. 2 free workers going down. This Oracle has some real magic work to be done if he wants to do something in this. Another pylon will drop, and so PiLiPiLi will be supply blocked. But not for long if he ends up losing all of these probes, as MaSa dodges the full surround of workers. That's important, and as you can see, PiLiPiLi is going to lose pretty much every single one of these probes with gold minerals. If MaSa notices that, that's actually kind of a big deal. PiLiPiLi is like, dude, are you serious? MaSa is currently having his SCVs chased away by an Oracle, but the thing is, he can just, again, run until the Oracle's out of energy. Now what does PiLi do? Because he only had 1 Oracle, he can't build another one. He actually built a Void Ray. And MaSa is going to take it 2-0, 4-minute game number 2.